Hey there everyone, that sexy nerd is back again, and we're doing Jumanji. Yeah, oh god, another one. I grew up just like Nostalgia Critic. Like, our idols were friggin' Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, and for me, Michael Jackson. He made fun of Michael Jackson a lot, but like those are the three for me. I don't know if it's the same for him, but yeah, he even did say like there was a time when Michael Jackson was on top of the world. It's just he never got off the top of my world, if that makes any sense. But anyway, yeah, I've always loved this movie, and you know it took me forever to figure out that like the girl was Kristen Dunst, like longer than you'd think. It was ridiculous. I think it was like Spider-Man 3 until I finally figured out that it was Kirsten Dunst. Even though I would watch the movie sometimes. I love the damn movie too. Oh man, like it gave I'm surprised too that he did Zathura or Zathura? Yeah, Zathura before he did this, or Jumanji Into the Jungle. Or right, like those one with the Rock and everything. Those are all right. Those are all right, though. To be fair, and honestly, all the movies were pretty good. Like none of them were bad, but this one's the best because honestly, Robin Williams makes the movie. I love how traumatizing he handles the material, especially when he's stuck in the game for God knows how long. You never even see what it was like in the forest, but like your imagination runs wild with it, and how horrible it must have been for this poor kid in the forest. And you know, he still got to live with that PTSD. I don't care if he got turned back into a kid; he's got PTSD for life. So, unless the game wiped his memories and his PTSD of that, there's no escaping that. Ooh, so you know, I hopefully it all worked out and he didn't turn into a serial killer, but. Let's see what Nostalgia Critic says about it, because I'm sure he's going to say something similar. Watch. But anyway, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And let's do this thing, y'all.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember it? So you don't have to. In 1995, Jumanji was released. I know it's going to sound weird, but I was kind of excited for it.
It was a good movie!
I was a big fan of the book when I was a little kid, and one of the reasons was, despite it being a picture book, it really did feel kind of like a movie.
Oh, I remember that book, yeah.
A board game that comes to life when you play it. I love the idea so much, I went to play Clue to see if it would come to life so I could murder the kid who never gave me back my turtle blip. It did not, but don't worry, he died of natural causes of a plastic Donatello being shoved up his anal glands.
Well, there you go.
Oh, Jumanji. When the film came out...
There's nothing more natural than that. Nothing more natural.
Causes of a plastic Donatello being shoved up his anal glands. Where was I? Oh, Jumanji. When the film came out, it didn't get the best of reviews, and yeah, I guess a part of me kinda hopped on board with that. I didn't hate the movie, but found it a touch generic and kinda thought more could be done with the idea. Looking back years later, though, I don't know. I guess I remember it being okay enough. It wasn't really a movie I put on much, but I bet if I was 8 years old, I would've. So I wanted to revisit it and see if it's worth the underwhelming reaction it got. Or if, like the game, there was more to it than meets the eye. So let's sit back and think about, no really, how did this become a video game again? This is Jumanji. The film opens with two kids burying the game like every fan did with Battleship after they saw this anus juice.
It's after me!
No, you're just a clod. He does this whenever he falls at home too. Oh, the mop bucket's trying to get me. Oh, the pine soul's trying to get me. Not that this kid is any less dramatic.
What if someone digs it up?
God have mercy on his soul.
Nah, that line's not nearly said in Everything Ever Made enough. Can't we have another obvious cliche like? Now that's how you ask, oh, we're really doing this?
Really?
Cut to 1969. He thought, yeah, as we're Alan getting picked on by some boys.
Parrish! What's the rush? Prepare to die, Parrish!
Yeah, I guess when a kid's last name is Parrish, it is pretty hard not to beat him up. I mean, it was sorry for the kid, but think about the bullies. It's like having Cookie Monster at a Nabisco factory and saying, I expect professionalism out of you.
Good, Parrish! Good to Daddy!
He runs to his father's shoe factory where one of the workers named Bentley, played by David Allen Greer,
my dad
decided to show off his new shoe design.
This is the future. If I can get Wilt Chamberlain to wear them, I predict there'll be a pair of those in every closet in America.
Because nothing says long-lasting like air perish. The father is no help as he tells his son to fight his own battles of 1 versus 5.
If you're afraid of something, you've got to stand and face it.
Like when 5 robbers broke into our house, did I call the cops?
No.
Oh, that reminds me, we have to visit your mother's grave today. And Alan puts Bentley's shoe
Well,
on
that
the
was
conveyor
dark.
belt and destroys the machine.
Who did this?
I did, sir.
Well, I feel as bad for the following scene. Yeah, you can cover up that scene. Just be sure to show Bentley watching with deservedly cold delight. Alan, of course, hears something calling to him at a construction site.
Hello, my baby.
Hello, my honey.
Hello, my rag.
Ty
He
girl.
finds the game and makes his way home, where he discovers, as a reward for getting his ass kicked, they're making him somebody else's problem.
You're ready to go to the Cliffside School for Boys.
You don't want me living here anymore?
It's always been the plan that you'd go to Cliffside when you were ready.
And I think you're ready to be as far away from me as possible.
I'm not.
Well, I am.
Maybe I don't want to be who you are.
We're taking you there next Sunday.
They have a big argument, but his friend Sarah comes over to help him feel better. Naturally, they try playing the game, but sadly, so does Captain Howdy.
What?
In the jungle, you must wait until the dice read 5 or 8.
Or until you stop looking like Dominic the Christmas donkey.
What's that mean?
Give credit to somehow achieving both a comedically bad, but also creepy as hell.
Yeah, creepy as fuck. So scared.
It's like the same quality effects for the Mummy, yet somehow the child version is more unsettling and the unsettling version is more childish.
Oh, but man, that used to scare the crap out of me. Like, I think I saw this movie when I was like 3 or 4 years old, like really, really young. Again, a lot of movies scare the crap out of me. I was 4, so a lot of traumatized things. And to be fair, you know what? I got through this scene. When I was a kid, when I was 4. And that when I was 3. So I think I deserve a little bit of credit. I'm not a serial killer at least, so yay.
Also, I love the dramatic timing of the bats that only now come out. Especially this one that's like, so then... I guess the movie got sick of those 2 kids, so here's 2 brand new ones.
Yeah.
Judy and Peter, played by Kirsten Dunst and Bradley Pierce. They're under the care of their aunt, who bought the place as their folks, naturally, passed away.
Is it big enough for you?
Peter hasn't spoken a word since it happened.
When you're a boy who's a teacup in a movie this girly, your school life is over.
Right.
But when the Sheik's yacht went down, it managed to write us a really beautiful goodbye note that was found floating in a champagne bottle amongst the debris.
I suspect that to be a lie of sorts.
Don't cut that out. They're gonna send you to a shrink. Where do you think they're gonna send you if you don't start talking?
Okay, I know I made a Captain Howdy joke earlier, but seriously, did the game possess Reagan here too and Judy just stole her wardrobe? Is the neckline on that dress gonna start spinning? They of course find the game and decide to play.
Tiny bite can make you itch, make you sneeze, make you
Twitch. Damn, mosquitoes are
Oh
huge.
no, leftover purple sex from the mist! Yeah, how's this movie having scarier effects than the films are supposed to be scary?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, that invites another turn.
This will
Right?
an easy mission.
Monkey Slow, the expedition. These monkeys are the worst, though.
Good try, 1995. Yeah, maybe not all the effects
horrible.
were passable. Some things you give leeway because of the time period, but these chimps always look bad.
Yeah.
They look like a mix between that monkey from the end of Jimmy Neutron and that yellow Muppet from Lost in Space.
What the hell?
Call the police. Play more. Yeah, these kids are dumb.
Uh-oh, I didn't see this part.
Oh, now it's the time.
Oh, now.
Bugs and monkeys. Well, you just take another turn, but on a technicality, a frickin' O.
Like, why is it that every kid in this movie is stupid except for maybe Sarah? Maybe Sarah.
If we finish the game, it'll all go away. We better do it, or Aunt Nora's gonna pitch a fit.
Okay, do kids in adventure movies ever have the right priorities? I just unleashed Cthulhu and he's brushing his teeth with the blood of man! But you know, homework.
Oh, the lion.
Big lion statues from the
This
museum
lion
is
was
here.
bad, too.
No, I mean, I'm sure the CG will look better. The CG does not look better.
No, it doesn't.
But Alan returns.
Yeah, Alan.
Evan Williams wearing plastic scenery from Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
Watch the lion.
I always used to say that. I'm like, yo, Like, did he come out of the Rainforest Cafe? Like, seriously, he not only does he look like the leaves or whatever. You think he looks like the leaves? No, he looks like he's made of the crocodile, the little crocodile that would be in the water that would just open its mouth momentarily. You don't remember that? Anybody remember that from Rainforest Cafe? Oh, one of my favorite places to go ever.
And on.
Somebody roll a 5 or an 8.
He did.
That means you die! That's right, I'm the random number cannibal in this game.
I'm home! I'm back!
Hey, where are those kids that destroyed my bike? I got some spikes that need some heads on them.
We live here now. Everyone thought you were dead.
And because every star in the universe aligned, the first grown-up he bumps into is Bentley from his childhood.
Yeah, right.
No! I did not need to see up that loincloth.
Monkeys!
Monkeys!
I'm beyond such childish callbacks. I will instead play something more sophisticated like monkeys. He's wearing a tux. It's more upscale. The monkeys take off.
But he looks crazier than Dennis Hopper. He looks like his eye was coming out of his skull. What the hell? Hang on.
Monkeys.
What the hell?
It's more.
What the hell was that? Why was his eye coming out of his head?
The monkeys take off with Bentley's car as Ellen searches for his folks and goes to his father's old shoe factory.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna freeze out there.
Do you know what happened to this shoe factory?
What are you talking about? My name is Parrish. I own this, but son?
Oh,
Kid
imagine.
ran away. Sam put everything he had into trying to find him.
I feel like
Save for being the only homeless person in this giant factory. He still has a flair for the cryptically dramatic.
Parrish is still around?
I see him now and then. They're over on Adams Street.
what a dick.
Didn't give you the impression they were alive or anything. I just see them now and then whenever I need new shoes.
Dick.
In fact, those are his clothes I gave you.
Wait, when?
I just see them now and then whenever I need new shoes. In fact, those are his clothes I gave you. On that note, I do like this one bit of dark humor where Judy, who always lies about how her parents died, reveals a little bit here too.
Our parents are dead too. They were in the Middle East negotiating peace.
Damn,
Yeah, what the
girl,
hell?
read the cemetery! After one
I
of my
know.
favorite reactions in the movie.
Yeah.
Simple yet so believable.
Yeah.
A shot of the lion yawning because it's one of the few times the animatronic looked convincing.
Yeah,
And
fine.
He gives himself a haircut and a performance that, again, once in a while has me asking, is this supposed to be a horror film?
You think monkeys and lions are bad? That's just the beginning. I've seen things you've only seen in your nightmares.
I made RV. I know what I'm talking about.
There are things that hunt you in the night. Then something screams. Then you hear them eating.
Did the director of 1 Hour Photo take over? This thing is going hard.
I know! Because Robin Williams is a comedian, and all comedians have to pull from some sort of dark side. It's why they're so funny.
He agrees to play, but there's one problem. The next turn belongs to Sarah, Ellen's childhood friend, now played by Bonnie Hunt.
Yeah.
26 years ago, you played a game with a little boy down the street.
Doink.
How she reacted when she actually watched Beethoven's Second. So while all the actors in the movie are fine, I can't really say anybody stands out too much, and to their credit, the script isn't exactly giving them a ton to work with.
No.
However, with Bonnie Hunt, I legit forgot how much fun she is in this movie.
Yeah, she's crazy.
2,000 hours in therapy, convincing myself that this exists.
Every scene, whether it has to be serious, comedic, or both, totally works because she always plays it believably.
No, no, no. It wasn't real, Alan. Your father murdered you and he chopped you up into little pieces.
You really do feel like this is a woman whose life was ruined. She only now is kinda getting it under control. And then she's plunged right back into a world of insanity that she's convinced was exactly that. Insanity.
We're having an episode here today with a little boy that didn't really disappear. If you could call me, I'd really be interested in your interpretation.
And if this was one of my favorite reactions in the film, this is my favorite one. I don't know why, but whenever you team her up with a love interest that's at least a decade older than her, for some reason great comedy happens.
Really?
Up to this point, the movie's passable, but when she enters the picture, it does legit become a little fun.
Just give me the dice and you can go home.
Fuck off.
Oh my gosh, how could you do that?
It says Spanish to Pixar Purgatory. Make friends with Cliff.
Stay away from the walls. Don't touch anything.
Even in the jungle, we get tentacle hentai.
What's that movie? What's that movie? I still have to watch it so hard.
Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long.
Anyone else see?
Ew.
Somebody, anyone else see? They save Peter and continue the game, resulting in a hunter named Van Pelt chasing Alan.
I love how it was played by her father.
Come back and face me like a man!
I will say, this actor is so dedicated to his role. I thought, when I first saw it, maybe I missed his introduction when I went to the bathroom.
This is Dad.
He just plays it like he's always been the main villain of the film.
It's
Not good enough, Savage!
Don't you know that's his dad? The same actor who played his dad? Like, legit.
Coming ready or not.
Oh, wait. I feel like a dumbass. I just realized that's the father from the
No
movie.
shit!
Yeah, they Captain Hooked us. That's the same actor who played Alan's dad. I legit never knew that. Mainly because the film doesn't do much with it. Okay, I don't need a Shark Boy and Lava Girl moment where they just straight up say that's my folks and I'm learning something right now, but at the same time, nothing seems discovered or found out about his connection with him and his father, with him playing the same role.
You know, did they ever do that with Peter Pan? Because I was always confused about that. They never established a connection between Wendy's father and Captain Hook. In fact, he still sounds the same in the second one, and yet there's no father to bounce off of. Shouldn't he have sounded like his father, or shouldn't he have sounded like his mother? If anything, if they're going to go by that interpretation, shouldn't he have turned into a woman or a pirate that has her mother's voice? I don't know, something like that. But no, they didn't do that. They didn't even do anything like that. So Peter Pan didn't do anything with it either.
What gross are these?
You know, they stopped making these in 1903.
Damn.
I don't know. The actor plays both parts great, so I guess it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
Alan escapes, but the next move starts a stampede.
Yeah.
A very blurry pelican taking the game.
Yeah, what?
Back, but they also bump into Bentley, who thinks a lot of the strange disturbances happening around town are Alan's fault.
It's alright, I'll be back soon.
He gets arrested when Peter
opened the
tries
door.
to cheat to win the game faster. The game says there's a price to pay.
Peter, your hands! Look at your
Yeah, he
hands!
starts turning into a monkey.
Oh my god, you're actually turning into Robin Williams! He starts transforming into a monkey just as the stampede starts rushing towards him.
Oh.
That's a whole lot of dead. I mean, he's fine. It's the game again, and the three of them have to try and get it back.
What?
Apparently that was the triumphant no sales scene!
Yeah.
Really thought everyone was going to be talking about that moment.
Fine.
And I had something I could have turned this whole town around.
Your shoes.
Right.
Alan reveals to Bentley who he is, and they make their way to the others. I saw this in a Culkin movie once, my girl. This one's from a different Culkin movie, though. Succession. They get the game back, and the movie,
it's not a movie.
Last minute tries to work in a father-son relationship with Alan and Peter, like he's overbearing in the same way his father was.
I warned you about this, Peter. No, you wanted to play the game. What, are you crying? You have a problem? You face it like a man.
There's something in there, but he's only known him for a few hours.
Oh, I never
Why are you
thought like
acting
that.
like you've raised him for months? I know the phrase "you're not his real father" is used a lot in movies, but I'm not sure you two are even friends.
It's not that.
It turns out he was crying because his tail had to be let out, which kind of makes the scene even more pointless. It's kind of like the breast cancer moment in The Room. You could cut it out and miss nothing. Like this scene where the aunt runs across the cop and never once questions what happened to his car. On that note, I also like this thing keeps getting more and more destroyed until the Earth itself just decides to consume it.
Also, I'm going to say this now because I don't think I'll have a chance to say it, but that's Lilith from Frasier. It's so weird because she actually looks like she's alive inside. Not completely and utterly.
Take it!
The next turn causes a monsoon, complete with gators.
Crocodile. Douche.
Aw, Croc blocked. I hate how much I was looking forward to saying that. There's a monsoon, complete with gators. Aw, Croc blocked. I hate how much I was looking forward to saying that. The next turn gets him into quicksand, which Wouldn't he just sink into the living room? Just put a couch under him.
Right?
It results in spiders, and Alan tells Peter there's an axe in the woodshed, resulting in another pretty good joke.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know it has him even looking at the camera, but I don't care. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's funny.
Nora, it's me.
Nah, I'm just putting together I was a pointless character. What did I add? An earthquake comes for them in the next turn, and man, for 1995, that's not a bad effect.
It's not.
Alan is cornered. He finishes the game.
It's a miniature, though.
Stand up.
Oh, did you eat at Neverland too?
Oh.
He says Jumanji, and everything gets sucked back into the game, including the past hour and a half.
Yep.
Which I guess now didn't happen.
I'm so glad you're back.
I forgot my hunter's uniform. Get back to running.
Look, you don't have to go to Cliffside if you don't want to.
He makes up with his father, and everything is set right.
It wasn't Carl Bentley's fault. I put the shoe on the conveyor belt.
Well, I'm still gonna fire him because it's the 60s, and I can get away with that. No punishment for you, son. There's the game, and we cut to years later where they, of course, bump into Judy and Peter with their parents still alive.
Martha and I were thinking of taking a little skiing holiday up in the Canadian.
No!
No!
Paltrow was skiing up there, and things could get messy with that.
What?
And that was Jumanji. It's a perfectly fine hotel movie. Like, you ever go traveling on a trip where you're going to do a bunch of stuff, and then you get back to the hotel, and you flip through the channels, and just find something mindless?
Shut up!
One of those flicks. It's not really worth seeking out, but if on, it's worth glancing at here and there. It doesn't do any more than what's expected of it, so that doesn't make it good, but it doesn't really make it bad either. Because it's a clever idea with a good cast that's competently done, that does at least make the film memorable. I mean, everyone does know what this film is, even if they can't always remember specific lines or details. So yeah, not really worth going out your way for, but if you're on your way to something fun and want something a little less fun, but not bad either to compare to the fun thing you're about to go on.
Oh my god.
Very specific scenario. Then Jumanji is your venture. I'm the Nostalgia Critic. Hey, next month is March. You know what that means? Superman month!
Really? Yeah.
Why'd I do that? That's why we left the place to begin with.
What is he gonna do? So, what are we doing here? Is he finally gonna do Superman 3, or is he gonna... Oh, I get it. He's doing the original Donner Superman. He could probably do the first 3. And then, because I think he's done Superman Returns. He's done Superman 4. The Quest for Peace. Destroy Superman. Oh, that movie's so silly. Well, at least you'll finally get it, man. This is great. Like, Batman month was last year, and now he's doing Superman this year. This is... So he's doing that, and what else would he be doing? What? The Donner, the Snyder cut of Justice League? Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Because that would be pretty awesome, honestly. Because he's already done all of the, what do you call it? Man of Steel movies. Well, the what is it? The Zack Snyder Superman movies. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. He hasn't done Justice League though. He hasn't done the Snyder cut. So I don't know. Maybe it's just he's probably just going to do all 3. All 3 of the original Richard Donner, the original original 3 Superman, the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. I'm really excited for that, and I can't wait. So, what do you guys think? You guys excited for Superman month? And guys, do you guys think I should do a Batman month next month? What do you think? Like, or maybe I should do it for March and have a Batman v Superman thing. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, please, smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And I'll see you all in the next episode.